welcome to another Ryan Sports Views. Tonight I'm reviewing Canada 3, Haiti 0. Canada wins on the night and 4-0 on aggregate. Canada wins. They're going to the octagonal in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying. Canada has made the final round of World Cup qualifying for the first time since 1997. 24 years ago. I wasn't even born yet. I wasn't even a swimmer yet, if you know what I mean. 21 now. I was what? -3? Yeah. -3 wasn't even a thought yet. Last time Canada were in the final round of World Cup qualifying. Here's how it was done at halftime. 0-0. Still 1-0 on aggregate. Canada, as long as they held that, would have won this tie. But no. In the 46th minute, Dolberger, the keeper for Haiti, has a horrible howler, gets a pass back. David's pressing him hard. Dolberger lets it roll through his leg, can't kick it, gets in the position to try to kick it, rolls past his foot. 1-0 Canada with an own goal in the 46th minute, 2-0 on aggregate. Then in the 73rd minute, Kyle Larin gets the ball, has a calm touch, takes a shot after he makes a run, takes a shot right before Dolberger tackles him in the 73rd minute to make it 2-0, puts it past 2-0, 3-0 on aggregate, and then Junior Hoylett takes a shot, hits the post, bounces right back to him, puts the rebound away to put the tie away in the 89th minute, 3-0, 4-0 on aggregate, and Canada wins. 3-0 on the night, 4-0 on aggregate. Wasn't the easiest game. On paper, was dominant, but as it played out, wasn't as dominant as it looked. Stats are as follows: 58% possession to 42% possession, 18 shots to 4, 8 shots on target to 1, 426 passes to 310, 80% pass accuracy to 74% pass accuracy, 14 corners to 3, 5 offside to 0, 10 fouls to 20, 2 yellows to 2, no red cards on either side. Canada had a good game tonight. They played well. They played very well, I have to say. But for me, I thought Canada were an amazing team. They played not the best tonight, but they did their job. They got their chances. There were a couple of shots that were deflected by the defenders. The header from Vittoria late in the first half off the line. I think David had a shot that got cleared off the line in the second half. It could have been 5. Canada was dominant. They weren't perfect, but they were dominant. And that's all that matters. They wanted to win this game. This team is different. They did have some jitters, but they did their job. Defending, playing forward. There were a couple of players that weren't really great in my book. Osorio, I love Jonathan Osorio. That's my guy. But he was horrible tonight. He wasn't great. Wotherspoon was better once he came in. Eustachio, no. I wasn't really a fan of Eustachio tonight. Eustachio, no. He didn't have great set pieces. He just put the ball in and it got cleared every time. The set pieces were not great tonight. And we may have needed those, but luckily we didn't. But the set pieces were not great tonight. Could have been 6, actually, goals, because there was a penalty shout that was actually a free kick when I think it was Kay who was tackled at the edge of the box. Yeah, that was a penalty. He was in. No question. I don't know why that's a free kick. Should have been 6. They would have converted it. Canada should have won by more, but I'm not going to complain about it. They're in the octagonal. And sometimes, even with their worst performance of this whole qualifying run so far, I think they played better in Haiti. But of course, with the turf field and all that, they didn't score as much as I thought. But I think they played better in Haiti. They did score more in this game, but I think they played better in Haiti. This is the worst game they've played. And it's not in a bad way. I'm just saying that this was the worst game they've played in World Cup qualifying so far. Blew out Bermuda, blew out Cayman, blew out Aruba, blew out Suriname, played pretty well in Haiti. This game, they were lethargic. They were affected by that quick turnaround and the travel. But they got the job done. Should they have scored more? Yes. Did they? No. That's the way the thing is. That's the way football is. They're in the octo with one of their worst performances in recent memory, or just the World Cup qualifying run. But, okay, yeah, just the World Cup qualifying run, because then you have to talk about the Iceland game. That was horrible. The U.S. game in the Nations League, the away one in Orlando, that was horrible. You want to talk about the Gold Cup? No, we'll just talk about the World Cup qualifying cycle. This is a whole lot different team from that time. So, and hell, if you want to throw in, do you really want to throw in the Olympic qualifiers? Because that was dreadful too, but there you go. But this game wasn't great. The offense was lethargic. Their passing wasn't the best. There was a dead end on some attacks, being Osorio. I think, and they also had to be a lot more perfect with their passing, timing-wise, because Haiti played a real high line. Let's talk about that. Haiti played a real high line to where you had to be perfect with the pass so you didn't get called offside or you just beat them with a run. And they weren't getting beat with a run. So they had to get used to that as well. So I'm not going to complain with that, but Canada could have been better, more dominant, like as in the game, not just on paper, but watching the match. They could have been more dominant, but hey, their worst performance, they still score 3 goals, and they still go to the octagonal and blow away Haiti, pretty much. If that tells you something about this team, if that doesn't tell you something about this team, what does? This team is different, okay? I believe in them. And tell you the truth, this was an amazing win, a big win, a big historical win. The game wasn't great, but the win was historical, big. I'm so happy for Canada. I'm not going to cry tears of joy yet. I'm happy, I'm overjoyed, but I'm not crying tears of joy yet until we qualify for the World Cup. Because damn it, we're not finishing bottom 4 in that octo. We're finishing top 4, 3rd or 4th. But we're finishing top 4. It just depends. Will we go automatically, or do we have to play that intercontinental playoff? We're not finishing bottom 4 in the octo. I can guarantee you that. We're top 4 in CONCACAF. It just depends where we finish on points. Whether we have to playoff or go automatically. And I will cry tears of joy for that. So, this is when the real work starts. This is when the real work starts. This is the real work. We got the slight work done. This is the easy work. Nothing comes easy in the octo, my friends. Nothing. Now it's time for us to prove that we have grown and we have gotten better and we can make the World Cup for the 2nd time in history. Well, it technically would be the 3rd time because we're already in 2026, but you get my point. Can we make 1 before we are automatically in and go to 2 in a row at least with this golden generation? And this be the 2nd we've qualified for, and knowing we have a 3rd on the way. Can we do it? I think so. I can't wait. So, Haitian fans, if I were you mad? You knew I was going to flex on you. I mean, kind of like that, buddy. Boom. You knew I was going to flex on you. That's actually not really great, but actually okay. That's actually kind of good. But you knew I was going to flex on you. You knew it. You knew it. It's like, oh, you're going to lose. You better say sorry. I know you're going to come at me and be like, you still said 9-1 on aggregate. 9-1 on aggregate. That's what you said. It was 4-0. Still won. Don't. All right. No. Nah. No. So, don't. No, we're not playing that, all right? So, with that said, you mad? But your team was good. You had a great team. You had a tough team. I had to troll a little bit. Don't get mad at me. For me, they had a good team. They played well. A lot better than I expected, for sure. But Canada was just as I said, the better team. They were the stronger team, and they proved it. Even with a horrible performance to their standards today, they still beat you 3-0. Okay, don't get mad at me. Now, Canada fans, since I am you, this isn't an if I were you, this is an I am you. Celebrate. I know the patios are open in Ontario. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to go there for the Euros tomorrow anyway, especially since Italy's playing. Forza Italia, by the way. But, yeah. Have fun. Party as much as you can. I know that Trudeau doesn't like it, and I know Doug Ford doesn't like it. I don't really know about the other provinces, but I don't think Jason Kenney has a problem, but, sure. But have fun. Be safe. Have fun. Be happy about this. More work to be done. Let's step into Thunderdome, because it's time. All right? Good talk. Nothing comes easy from here on out. Whether it's the Gold Cup or the Octo, nothing comes easy from here on out. Maybe the group stage of the Gold Cup, the Martinique and Haiti games, but even then, not as easy as you think. So, there you go. So, with that said, let's have fun. Let's focus on the real work. It's just begun. Reds win again. Just like the Dogs, Mississippi State made it to Omaha, the last step in their journey in the College World Series, we made it to the Octo. And I love both. All right? I love both. I'm not... Actually, screw it. Dogs win again. Reds win again. You love it. You love it. And maybe I'll do some College World Series stuff if they get to the final state, because I'm free that weekend, so let's talk about that, right? No lives, just RSRs, but, you know, there you go. So with that said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Tomorrow, we have a live watch-along and RSR for the 2021 Scotiabank CONCACAF League draw. We pivot right back to club football tomorrow. It was fun talking about international football. We pivot right back tomorrow, back in the state of mind of club football. There we go. If you liked this video, first off, go subscribe to my Patreon, $5, $10, or $20 a month, depending on what you want to go for. And there you go. Anything's appreciated. Support the channel. Also, go download the Guglielmi app. App Store links in the description. I do not have the Google Play link. It is what it is. So with that, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Let's go, Canada. Vamos.